Welcome to the Taste of Tewksbury. My name is Joan Unger. Our producer is Donna Guild, and today our guest cook is Jan McPherson, who's a familiar face at the Tewksbury Senior Center. In the past 2 shows we did, the first show was an Irish soda bread and corned beef dinner. The second show was an interesting Passover dinner. And today we're going to do an easy chicken piccata with a broccoli parmesan, which is a very famous recipe of Jan McPherson. But first, I wish to thank Bayberry at Emerald Court for allowing us to use their cafe. We are very fortunate. It gives us a very good setting for our show. But now we are going to start our cooking of the broccoli parmesan, and Jan will prepare that.
So what you do is you take your broccoli and naturally you chop off the ends and take away all the leaves. Then you put it in a pan, and in this pan with water you cook it till it's al dente. After that you drain it, and we're going to do that right now. After I drain it, I put it in a plastic bag, and at night I put it in a plastic bag, and then I put it in the refrigerator to stay chilled. In the morning I get up, and what I do is add all the great stuff that makes it taste good. And that is a cup of any type of cheese that you really like. I prefer cheddar, but you could use anything that you really like. The other thing is breadcrumbs. A cup of breadcrumbs, and you can do gluten-free. Like I say, this is all up to you what you like. So here's a cup of breadcrumbs. Also, what I have is 3 teaspoons of olive oil, which we'll put in here. There's our 3 teaspoons. And then for spices, we have garlic powder, onion salt, garlic salt, salt and pepper. And that is put into here. And now it's very easy because we're just going to shake this, close the bag, and we're going to shake this around so that hopefully all our broccoli get covered with all our good stuff. So after that is done, and you can sort of rub it to make sure that your cheese is getting on, and we can fix that also. So now what we do is we spray a pan covered with tin foil so that nothing will stick. Spray this, okay. Now we're going to put our broccoli in, and this takes a little time because you want it to be covered with the cheese. So once you lay out all your little broccoli, we'll make sure that every piece is covered. And this is really delicious. People rave about this all the time because it's a little different and it's unexpected. So then after, just go around, pick up your cheese to make sure that they are all covered so they'll look pretty when they come out of the oven. The other thing is, while you're doing this, heat your oven 425 and it'll be ready to go in. So there we are. We've picked up most of the cheese so that everything is on your broccoli. There you go. I think it looks nice.
How long does this take to cook, Jan?
This takes 12 minutes.
At what temperature?
425. So the last thing we do after putting them broccoli in the pan and making sure that it's covered with the cheese, the last thing we do is cover it with Parmesan cheese. And this makes it really taste great. And then we put it in our 425
I'll
oven
hold it for you
for 12 minutes.
Okay. Okay.
There we go, and set the timer for 12 minutes.
That's good. Now the next thing we're going to do is prepare the chicken piccata. It takes just minutes to prepare it. So the new deal is they recommend that you do not wash the chicken first. So I don't like not washing it, but I'm following the new guidelines. It's recommended that you pound the chicken breasts out to 1/2 inch. And that helps it to cook quicker also. It makes it even more tender. The next step
So
will
now
be,
you're gonna put all your ingredients.
I'm going to put the salt, pepper, and a pinch of canine.
A pinch, because that's real hot stuff.
It is, yeah. So found that out.
And you can leave it out if you don't like hot stuff, right?
Sure, but recipe called for it, and it's
I know, but
in
some
the,
people don't like.
But I think when I made it once before,
Uh-huh.
I put in too much. So
Oh.
yeah, so this is
So now you've adjusted it to your taste.
just a pinch.
I see.
Just a pinch.
Oh, that's
Because
great.
I do like spicy, but I know not everybody does. So you do both sides. So all this is salt and pepper to taste, and a pinch, just a pinch
Just
of
a
canine.
pinch.
Yeah. Now the next step will be the dredging in the flour. And I'm focusing on this because I want it to come out right.
Okay, so you're gonna dredge all the pieces in that. And then we're ready to go into the pan, right?
Correct. Do you mind putting the pan on? It's supposed to be medium hot.
Okay, I can do
It
that.
only calls for 2 tablespoons of olive oil
Okay.
or cooking oil. And once that gets hot,
Okay,
we'll put it in there. Now that the chicken is all seasoned and floured, we're going to put it in a hot, medium hot pan with 2 tablespoons of oil. You can use olive oil or vegetable oil, whichever you'd like.
so how long do we cook this, Joan?
Cook until brown and cook through about 5 minutes per side.
Okay.
So while that's happening, I'd like you to tell us a little bit about your son's restaurant.
Oh, yes. My son is in Sperryville, Virginia, and it's called Three Blacksmiths, and it's fine dining. And when I went down there to visit, he took me down the street, and there was this ugly stucco building, and he said to me, "There's the restaurant." And I went, "Oh, you're sure?" I mean, it was the ugliest building I've ever seen. But now it is so, they did it all over, all inside is all real wood. It only seats 20 people, and it's reservation only, and he's open on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights at 7 p.m. So,
And he's booked up until when?
November 12th. He is booked till November 12th.
And tell about his honors, where he's in the...
Oh, he was just, yeah, we just found out that the restaurant, just like we have the Oscars, well, the restaurant has the same thing. And he was just voted one of the top chefs. And there's 5 of them. And so June 30th.
In the country.
Yeah, so June 30th will be our big night. And you go and they run it just like the Oscars. They have the red carpet, and you go in, you have dinner, and then they decide. In the meantime, though, unbeknownst to him, there are people coming having dinner that are voting on him. So this is one of the things that's happening from the time they voted him till June 30th. There are all these people that are coming in that are food critics.
Does he know who they are?
No.
Does he know when they're coming?
No,
Yeah.
he has no
Yeah.
idea who they are. So this is what's happening. So I just said to him, "John, just keep doing the same thing you've been doing."
Yeah. But you know what's interesting is he never went to cooking school.
No, never.
And what did he do before? He was an engineer, wasn't he?
He was an engineer, yeah, engineer.
And he graduated from Tewksbury?
Tewksbury High School. Yeah, Tewksbury High School. So this has been fun for me too, especially with cooking, because I love to cook.
Yeah. And you're a good cook also.
Yeah, so and now what have you been doing?
Well, last month, my husband and I went out to the West Coast, and we went to Seattle, and I bought this apron. And this is a wonderful place if you like food, because they have all kinds of crab legs and oysters on the half shell, which I love.
Really?
And I got a Bloody Mary, and it had a big crab leg coming out of it, and all kinds. It was a meal. It was really good.
How
Yeah, it
nice.
was- Okay. Now the
Okay.
next step is I add 1 tablespoon of capers. And it'll only inhale about 30 seconds. And a little bit press them down so that get some of the brine flavoring out.
Oh,
Because
that's
chicken
different.
piccata, that's what it is. It's with capers and Italian parsley. And very, very simple. And you can get the capers in a little jar, so you
yeah.
don't have to worry about wasting if you're not going to use them that much. So now I pour half a cup of white wine. And what
Okay.
they recommend is Chardonnay because Chardonnay has a buttery, it's sort of a buttery taste, which I never really was a fan of white wine, but since I tried this white wine, I'm kind of liking it. Okay, we do this until it's reduced by half, which does not take that long actually. And don't worry if you're, because there's wine in it, alcohol, this cooks the
It
alcohol
cooks
out.
it, yeah, so anyone can have it.
Yes.
That's
Just
great.
keeps the flavor. Which
Yeah,
is a nice
that's
flavor.
great.
Then I'm going to add 1/4 cup of lemon juice, 1/4 cup of water, and 3 tablespoons of butter cut into 1/4-inch slices. So there's the lemon juice
Okay.
and the water
And there's your water right there.
and the butter.
And here's your butter.
Oh, excuse me, I should be over here.
Oh, this is gonna taste great.
And stir continuously to form a thick sauce, which takes about 2 minutes. So this is 2 tablespoons of Italian parsley.
Uh-huh.
I pre-measured it all out.
There you go.
Okay. And this, let's see, and then I double check. You just stir it through the sauce. Now I put the chicken back in the pan.
Want me to help?
I think I can do it. Yeah, but if I had another thing.
Okay.
So you just heat it till the chicken gets heated through, which is 1 to 2 minutes. And now you serve it with the sauce poured over the top. And it's very good. I'll check this off.
Okay.
Maybe, okay.
Okay. Oh,
Okay,
that looks
that's
good.
good. It's good, thank you.
There you go. It looks great. Can't wait me to taste it.
All right, to make the dish look even more fancy, I put some lemon slices on the top.
And I'm putting these on a plate so you can see how pretty they are with the cheese. As you can see, the cheese is on the top. And we'll be all set.
Thank you. Beautiful.
Looks delicious.
Does it look delicious?
Doesn't it look great?
Definitely
Andre,
does.
Andre is the, why don't you tell what your title is here?
Yeah, so I'm Andre. I'm a sales and marketing director for Bay Bear Emeralds Corp. We focus in on independent, assisted, and memory care here at Bayberry. We're just happy to have you guys here and really help to support the community. We love really helping support the community, inviting all different vendors and entities from outside of our four walls. So we're just happy that y'all are here.
Well, we are so happy to have the opportunity to use this space. We really are. We really did quite a search, and this was the best.
Perfect
It was
kitchen.
Perfect. Yeah.
You have the perfect
Yeah.
kitchen
Yeah.
for cooking.
Thank you. Well, I feel that we're blessed because we get to, get to
You're
see
gonna
all this
sample
beautiful
this.
food and sample all the great food that y'all make. So it's very exciting.
In 1 week, we're going to have your chef prepare. What would be one of his specialties?
Oh my gosh, you name it and he'll make it. Victor, what's nice with Bayberry and Victor and his whole entire staff is that everything is eat fresh, eat local. So we get all of our food from local farmeries. Our seafood comes right from Gloucester, which is awesome. So everything is fresh, scratch made, nothing ever frozen. Some of the favorite things he likes to make. He loves to make baked haddock with breadcrumbs on top, buttered breadcrumbs on top.
Delicious.
He really enjoys making corned beef and cabbage, sausage and peppers, and everything is scratch made from the sausages and everything. It's just really amazing.
He's an all-around chef.
all-around chef, and
Wow, that's great.
I need to start watching my weight because I'm eating all this food. So.
We all
I
would.
appreciate that. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for giving us the opportunity to use the kitchen, and thank you for being
Oh, well, we
helpful.
love you guys being here, so
Yeah.
thank you so much for choosing
Thank
us and being
you.
here.
Do you want to taste?
Oh, of course I do. I was waiting.
Okay.
Then I would like to also suggest that we would love to have some ideas from people watching the show, ideas of what you would like us to cook or suggestions for who you think would be good on the show. And you can reach us. There'll be information on the bottom of the screen. Also, on the bottom of the screen will tell you what channels that we're on Comcast and Verizon. And next month, please Donna, come over. Donna is our producer. And would you tell what some of the shows that we're planning to do next?
Well, we're currently looking in the months ahead, of course, and we're looking at a very special Christmas one that we've already booked. It's going to be lots of fun. It's, again, by a local person right here in Tewksbury is going to be doing it.
Nice.
And then we also have a very special one coming in August, I believe. We're trying to get one of our state representatives to come on and do a special family recipe that
An
they
ethnic,
have.
it's an ethnic. Yeah,
It
it
will
is.
be, have a little
International.
ethnicity to it, but and as we talk to people, they're going, oh, and it's exciting, it really is. They're having a grand time watching it, and thanks to Joan for putting this all together, and I hope the community really likes it and supports the entire cable media program here in Tewksbury.
Another plan I have is to have two little girls, they're 7 and 8, to make Tewksbury tweets. And I think that'll be cute because they're both pretty precocious. And I think that'll be very, very cute that they have that. And thank you to the two wonderful guys, Jason and Brian, and to Donna, who's a wonderful producer, keeps us all on track. And to Jan for coming and helping today, and to this young man that we can use this facility. Thank you.